Hello guys and welcome to a new lesson in Linux. In this session we will be talking about the string processing, and it will be string processing part 1. First I'll display the files that I have here, and we will go on with the first command, which will be head. Now I'll type the command head and then type the file's name. I'll choose this file over here, letter. Now what this command does is that it will display for me the first 10 lines of the file letter. If you press enter, now you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It displayed for me the first 10 lines of this file here letter. Now I can make the same command head to display for me a certain number of lines from the file. For example, if I wanted to display only the first 5 lines of the file, I will type head minus n and then 5 and type the file's name and press enter. As you can see here, it displayed for me only the first 5 lines. There's another option from the head. If I type the command head, then minus v and then type the file's name and press enter. As you can see, it will display for me the first 10 lines, and here, because of the command minus v, it will display for me the file's name. Now, as we have seen how to see the first lines of any file, we can also see the last or the end of a file by the command tail. If I type the command tail and then the file's name and press enter, it displayed for me the last 10 lines of the file. And like the heads, you can set or make it display a certain number of lines in the tail. If I type tail minus n and make it, for example, 4, and then type the file's name, here it displayed for me the last 4 lines. Alright, now I will open another shell to check out a command called tail minus f. I will type tail minus f and then user local slash Apache and then slash logs and press enter. You can monitor a log file with this command. As you can see, it's displaying all of the updates entering the log file at the current time. Now I'll get back to the other shell. Now let's have the other command or the next command, and it will be the word count, and its command is typed by wc. For example, now I will type wc and then I'll type the file's name. As you can see here, wc displayed for me the number of lines and the number of words and its size by bytes. This means that this file duplicate has 9 lines and 18 words, and its size is 63. And you can word count or display each one of them by its own. For example, if I type wc minus l and then duplicate and press enter, it will display for me only the lines. wc minus l will display only the lines. wc minus w will display for me the words, and WC minus C will display for me its size by byte. You can also use the command WC to have an idea or display how many directories and files are in a directory. I will type the command ls and then the directory's name etc and then slash, and then I will insert the pipe and type WC minus L and press enter. As you can see here, it displayed for me that there are 145 a total of directories and files inside this directory over here. Now we will talk about our next command, and it will be the sort command, and it's about sorting the contents in a file. First I will display the files. For example, I would like to sort the contents of this file, but first let's see what's inside. I will type cat and then the file's name. As you can see, here are numbers, but they are not sorted out. So to sort them out, I will type the command sort minus n and then the file's name, press enter. Here it sorted me all of the numbers in an order, and I will try to sort another file. I will take this file over here, letter, but first I will check it out by cat letter. You can see here are letters, but they are not sorted out, they are not in order. So I will type the command sort and then the file's name and press enter. And here you can see it listed for me the same letters but in correct alphabetical order. And notice that in the first command, or the first one that we have sorted, we have added minus n, and in the second one we haven't added the minus n. That's because if you will sort out a file that contains numbers, then you must add minus n after the command sort. I will clear the page now. Now let's see how the command sort may be useful for us with the grep command. Let's say, for example, you type the command grep and then bash /etc /passwd, and first let's try it without adding the command sort or without combining the command sort. I will type enter, I will press enter. As you can see here, it came up, or it displayed for me all of the lines that have the word bash. Okay, now let's see what will happen when we combine the command sort with it. I will type the same command one more time, grep bash /etc /passwd, and then I will insert the pipe and type the command sort and press enter. It displayed for me the same lines but with alphabetical order, A and then J and then O and then R and then T, and that's what sort does, and it may be very helpful in your search if you want to find a line by its alphabetical order. You can also use the command sort to remove duplicated lines in a file. I will check out the file first, cat, and then duplicate and press enter. As you can see, there are many duplicated files here, like line 1 is duplicated here 3 times or 4 times. Now I want to remove those duplicated files by the command sort. I will type sort and then minus u, and then the file's name, and press enter. Here it removed for me all of the duplicated lines up here. You can also remove duplicated lines from a file by another command. It will be sort and then the file's name, duplicate, and then you will insert the pipe and add the word unique and press enter. Here it removed for me all of the duplicated files. Sorry, I mean duplicated lines. And as you can see here, this command unique is the new one that we have used. Now we will talk about the command called cut. And this command cut is mainly used to display specific information from a file. Let's take a look at that. First, I will see the file etc/groups. As you can see here, the first one, as we have said before, is the user, is the group's name, and then its password, and then its ID. Let's say I want the group's name only without the other information. I will use the cut command. I will type cut and then, but first, before I type the command, there's something here that I want to say. These two dots, as you can see here, the first one, which is the group's name, is a field, and then the password is a field, and then the ID is a field, and these two dots are the dots that separate each field from the other. This is the first field, this is the second field, and this is the third field. So I want only the group's names, and that will be the first field. So I will type the command cut and then F and type the number 1, sorry, minus F, and then 1, and this number 1, I mean the first field with it, and then minus D and 2 dots, because in this case what separates the fields, each one from the other, is the 2 dots, so I will add it here after minus D, and then before I press on the enter button, I would like to note another small thing, that those 2 dots here may be different. They may be a comma, or they may be any other thing in the file itself. So whatever it is, the symbol that separates each field from the other, you will insert it here after the D. But mostly in this file you will always find it 2 dots. It will not change. You may find it something else in other files. Now I'll press enter. As you can see, it displayed for me only what's in the first field, which is the group's name. Let's try and have an example of the cut command on another file. Okay, now as you can see here, there are information about the user, the password, its ID, its group's ID, and its path, and its shell access ability. Now I want some information about the user, and I want information about its ID. So what I will be focusing on is the first field and the third field. So I will type the command cut minus F1, 1, which is the first field, and then a comma, and then 3, which will be the third field, and then minus d 2 dots, and then slash etc slash passwd, and then press enter. Here it displayed for me only the information of the first field, which is here the first field, and the ID, which is the third field, and here as you can see the third field. Now to the last command that we will learn in our lesson today, and it will be the command paste. By this command you can combine the contents of two files together. First I will display the files here. Let's say I want to combine the contents of this file first name and this file last name. First let's see what's in the file. Okay, I have some names over here, and I will see the names in the second file. Here are some other names. So here are names and here are different names, and I want to combine both names together. So I will type the command paste and then minus d comma and then first name dot txt and then last name dot txt. So I have added the names of those two files over here, and then I will redirect them to another file, student name.txt. So after both of those files contents are combined, they will be in a new created file by this name, student name.txt. Now I'll press enter and I will type cat student name.txt and press enter. As you can see, it has combined the names, the one from here with the one from here, and this one with this one. It have combined all of the names together. And with this command paste, you can combine the contents of any two files together, just like this way. And by that, we have finished the string processing part 1. See you in part 2, and thank you for watching.